Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is Thursday, October 1st. And I've been sitting here editing my film from this past weekend, trying to get it uploaded. And I'm working on the last few segments, and unfortunately a couple of them did not turn out. So, I will simply tell you that in segment 10, or what should have been segment 10, I was cooking my dinner, and you would have seen me prepping it and put it in the pot and brought it to the boil and had it just about ready to serve up and eat when the glass bottles started flying into the camp. So what I did is I poured my dinner into a thermos to take with me as part of packing up the camp, which you'll be told about in what is segment 10, should have been segment 11. And yes, I've actually slapped some of these segments together in one video here and one video there. But not all of them all into one. It would have probably been about an hour's worth of video if I did that. So, you know, that kind of thing, it does happen. Electronics and confusers will do that to you. Because these things here will do confusing things at confusing times for no apparent reason. So if you ever hear me call it a confuser, that's what I'm talking about. And then, of course, there's a term my wife coined, or at least first person I ever heard call it that. She likes calling them pooters. So, because they can really crap on you when they want to. I will also tell you that I'll be uploading another video in the next day or two that was made on Saturday night when I got home. Wait a minute, was it Saturday night? No, I take that back. It was Monday night when I got home from work. And this will go into the cooking files. We're making a very interesting recipe for y'all. So make sure you tune into that one too, because we think it's pretty good. Try it, you might like it. So for now, this is Embrato with Embrato Smithing and Woodcraft. Peace out. Oh, I had a couple comments about my new intro being a little on the long side. Well, all I did was set the intro to the length of the free downloadable music that I got, called Back into the Woods. I kind of like it. Guess what? I found out. So does Dave Canterbury. He used the same tune for a while. Enjoy. Well, boys and girls, it's almost 5 o'clock. It's time to start thinking about supper. I haven't even started my fire, but I've got it laid out. There's my twigs. There's my kindling. Got firewood in the hole, firewood there. I got more firewood over there. My pot and pot stand for that big pot ready to go. So, Grandpa, what's for supper? 2 of these bags of lentils and lentil beans and rice, whatever you call them, with veggies and pink Himalayan salt. Got 2 of them packs, and if I dig down in here far enough to go with them, I got a can of pork I was given. So it's going to be pork with lentils and rice. Yum, yum. That's what's for supper. And that's the way it is. Saturday, the 20, what is today? The 26th? 27th? Just a minute. Well, I don't know, and it don't matter. Something like that, 26th, 27th, 25th, and thereabouts. Saturday evening. We'll talk to you later. Well, good evening. It is Saturday, the 26th of June, the 26th of September. I'm a little behind the times on that. Yes, I am in my vehicle motoring away from my campsite. Just about dusk this evening, a pack of drunken teenagers showed up not 100 yards from my campsite, drinking, smashing glass bottles, raising holy what for. So I packed up and got out of Dodge. But you know what? Those boys, they're going to have a lot of explaining to do for all the broken glass. They were smashing the glass bottles in the baseball field. Before I actually drove out of my campsite, I made a phone call to the local gendarmes. Let the constabulary come out and straighten them boys out. But I got out of there before they could get there. That way they couldn't rope me into it. That's just my kind of luck. Cops would try and put me in on what was going on. And I don't drink. Not to any kind of excess. As a matter of fact, it's only once in a great blue moon. Yeah. So, spoiled my camping trip totally. But that's the way crap happens. So, I guess I'll just go home and get all this video edited and we'll try again next weekend. Peace out. You know, I get such a kick out of people making fire and making such a production out of it. Like, you gotta have, oh goodness, 5 piles of twigs and 3 piles of kindling, and you gotta have a bird's nest, and it ain't that complicated, folks. 1 pile of twigs, 1 Bic lighter, you know. Might be just enough of a breeze to make this difficult today. Okay, not that damn complicated. Now sit back and enjoy the fire show. I'll call out the firehouse. For those of you too young to remember, you asked for the best. You got the best. Kiss! Most of you may be a little too young to remember Kiss in the 70s. Yeah, I told you it wasn't that complicated to build a campfire. Now, granted, I was very selective in picking my firewood and kindling and so on. It's simply a case of an ancient showing you just how easy it really is. The knowledge of which twigs to choose. Ah, now you see that's where you need the master's one-on-one tutelage. So you see, grasshopper, it's not hard. Ooh, but that fire getting a little warm, and I'm 5 feet from it. Yes, indeedy, that's going to be a good fire for cooking my dinner over. Good evening. Left that pile of firewood just a little too close to the hole. Well, we'll get back to you later after this burned down a little bit.